Hi, this is Christer here. Welcome again to the manufacturer race. It's number 7 in the series of 10, and I'm driving the Aston Martin as usual for this series. That's the manufacturer I've signed up to. And this is an interesting race. Gran Turismo have done these races longer, so this is 18 laps, and you have to use one mandatory tire, which is the hard tire, but you also have the option to have 2 other, medium or soft. So that really makes these races interesting. I was ranked 16th in the room, and I actually managed to qualify in 3rd, and you see my car coming up there. Really excited about that because this is my first race as an A-ranked driver. And here we go. Here's the race, and I'm starting 3rd here, rolling start as usual. So my strategy is to not do any, don't fill up anything. Just try to save, kind of short shift a little bit so I don't rev out the gears completely. I do it a little bit here and there, but here in the beginning, just to get some distance. But that's my strategy. I don't have to stop to fill. However, I'm gonna stop 2 times for tires. So I'm starting with the soft, and they last about 6 laps. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the soft, 2 stops for soft. And here I'm chasing the number 1 and number 2 here. Getting really close here. I'm up parallel almost to the Mercedes in front. I don't want to challenge too hard in the first lap because again it's 18 laps, so you actually have some time. And the guys in front of me, they are on different tire strategies than myself. Here I'm doing a stupid move here and almost lose it. I'm going into where there's no space, so I get a little orange kind of ding there on my safety driving for this race. So I'm kind of trying to consolidate my position, try to get ahead of the guy behind me, and keep my pace here, and still try to do fuel saving. So you probably notice I don't rev it out on the higher gears. Here I'm a little bit excited, so I'm kind of chasing the first lap here, driving a little bit harder than I should. So here I'm going down to the fuel map here. So as I'm drafting here, I can change the fuel map and turn down the engine a little bit, and still gonna be able to keep the pace as I'm drafting here. And a couple of options on the tires there. If you do one stop, you could do mediums. Supposedly the mediums are worthless, so I didn't even consider that. So, and you can't really do one stop with the soft. So I decided on a 2 stop for this, and I was ecstatic just to be starting in 3rd place, to be honest with you. So if I could consolidate on this position, I would be happy. So we're into the 2nd lap here. They're starting to get away from me a little bit. I was careful, and then also I did that mistake there, which almost cost me a spin. I'm glad that didn't happen. And the Wampy Peanut behind me, he's actually on, I went back on the replay, and he's on medium tires. And we will see that he's gonna disappear further back because he pitted after 4 laps. So that was not a good strategy, because you don't get the same speed with the mediums as you get with the soft, and the soft last longer, so that's kind of a no-brainer. So here we're jumping ahead. We're on the 6th lap. I have a healthy space to the car behind, and I'm going into change the tires. So you see how ragged my tires are to the left, so I decide to do my strategy, execute. So I do soft tires again. I don't fill up the car. And when doing that, I'm coming out here in 7th place. And the cars in front of me have not pitted, so I can wait this out until they have rotated out. And you see down there on the fuel, I have remaining laps 12, and I'm driving lap number 7, so that should be okay. I have 1 lap extra of fuel as it sits right now. So there's a little fighting in front here that I'm benefiting from. So here I'm sitting behind Snapdog 72. So here you see I'm changing the fuel map, so I'm drafting behind him and still keeping pace. Decided to just keep this fuel map here because it kind of just mostly rolling. I didn't want to do the same mistake here and challenge, but here I'm coming up. Interesting situation here. I'm going on the inside, but I'm going too far, so I almost lose it, and I almost hit the car too. So I was really lucky again, because that could have been really bad. Back on fuel map 1 here. Felt I want to push as much as possible here now, as I'm on the first lap after my tire change. So here I go up again and draft. Car number 5 there have a little bit of problem. So here I'm drafting as much as I can on Snipe Dog. In these turns here you have to be really careful, because you don't really know when people are gonna brake. So here we're going into this chicane here, which is really tricky. I mean, to drive without someone in front. So I'm going really conservative here. So as you see that I'm losing them a little bit. They get out in front of me, and that's what I wanted to do, because I couldn't trust that they were braking where they were supposed to be braking. And they do their own little challenge in front there, which I'm benefiting from. So here I'm back again behind them. This is a cool section here. You really have to time this right. You have to kind of on throttle. So here go off throttle, on again. And here I get compromised here because they get right in front of me. And it disappears. And then another car had a problem on the right side. I don't know why car number 4 they didn't get the penalty, but I brake late and beautiful pass there. I think his tires were ragged because he hadn't pitted yet. So here I am. I'm in 4th place, so I gain 3 positions just on that lap. So you see now the leader has pitted. I think it was the leader that pitted. So he goes on the soft. You see that Vampy going into he's going on the mediums. And Dostal there, he's going out on the hards. So I'm coming out just behind him, but I have good momentum, so I actually pass him. So he's on the hard, so he's not able to challenge me. I'm still on my soft, on my second stint with the soft, so I have good pace here. So we're on the 9th lap, going a little bit wide here. This is a tricky track. I mean, that turn there is hard. So here we're coming to lap number 9. You see the fuel down there, it's 10 laps left. So plenty of fuel at this point. And here we see the leader goes in for medium tires. So, based on that tire change, I'm now in the lead, which is really exciting. But I do have another stop to do. I have to change to the hard tires, which is the mandatory compound. And if you don't do that, you get severely punished. You get a 20-second penalty. So here we are on the 12th lap. You see my tires there. I'm struggling a little bit here. See my lap times have suffered a bit. So it's time to execute the strategy. So I go in for tires. So hard tires, no fuel. Here's my crew putting on the hard tires, and here I am. So here's now I completed my stop. But you see the car in front of me that has a one-stop strategy is quite a bit ahead of me. I have quite a distance to the car behind, so I'm sitting here comfortable in second place, and I'm really happy with that. I have plenty of fuel left there, 6.7 laps, and I have 5 laps remaining. So here I'm going through the chicane, and here's the tricky braking and try to do a late apex and get on the throttle as quick as possible. So I've been basically had a quiet race after that change, not close enough to challenge the car in front, and so I'm going in on my last lap, the final lap. Try to be careful now, not to overdo anything or do anything stupid as we drive through, coming into this tunnel, going into this chicane. Just throwing in the 5th gear, the engine brake, and I do a little touch there on the wall, sloppy, but doesn't really mean anything. I didn't have anyone behind me. But it's obviously things like that you don't want to do on your last lap. Braking a little bit late or early here actually, and going really slow here. But trying to be conservative, just stay on the track, because second place in this race where I was ranked 16th, I was ranked 16th. Really happy with that. So here I'm trying to be conservative, sliding around a little bit. These hard tires are not really fun to drive with. You have to change your braking points a little bit, I felt, based on what I did with the softer tires. So here we're coming into the last part of the track. Another chicane here. You can actually see first place car just in front of me, just turning behind there. So I'm coming in a little bit more than 6 seconds behind him, and I'm in second place. Ecstatic, really exciting, good points. I'm an A driver now, so I get many more points than I would get as a B ranked driver. So really good race. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And I think it's I don't remember. I think it's Brands Hatch next race, which is not my favorite track, but second place this time. There's my Aston Martin. We're celebrating in the garage. Confettis. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you like this content. Thank you so much. Bye.